Hello students, in this video we shall talk about the story, I must say short story, The Shroud, written by Munshi Premchand. First of all, introduction to the story writer. Guys, the story, The Shroud, has been written by Munshi Premchand. He was born in 1880 and died in 1936. His real name was Dhanpat Rai Srivastava. He is a famous Hindi and Urdu novelist and short story writer. He led his life in miseries. Primarily, he was educated at his village school in 1919. He passed his BA at the age of 40. He started his career as a school teacher and later he became sub-deputy inspector of schools, but at the invocation of Mahatma Gandhi and no cooperation to the government, he had to resign his job. Munshi Premchand is known as the greatest novelist of Hindi literature. His greatest works are Rangbhumi and Godan. They present tragic characters, higher values of life, and full play of elemental passions. Premchand wrote 272 short stories. In his stories, the psychological truth and intense human emotions are described. So, guys, now introduction to the story. The story, The Shroud, describes the psychological interest and human emotions. In the story, the author has tried to express that at what extent a man can fall into the deep of evils for his self-interest. The writer has presented all the most unappealing characters to be found in Hindi fiction. Ghisu and Madhav, a father and a son. Such characters are alive even today. They are poor, lazy, and great shriekers, like father, like son. Both of them do not care at all about their own welfare or for their own family. Ghisu is a widower whose wife died long ago. The only other character now in the story is Madhav's wife Budhya, who is in the pain of labor with no help at hand. Even her husband and her father in law do not enter the hut where she is laying on the floor and waiting for her death. Both father and son are suffering from poverty and hunger, yet they are determined not to work and earn money for supporting themselves. And this only suffering lady, even they collect money from the villagers for cremation of Budhya, but they used this money to get some wine for them and delicious food. While drinking and eating, they were blessing Budhya for providing them such stuff even after death. Now, the theme and intention of the story. The theme of this story is based on age long miseries in the fate of women Through the characters of Buddha, the author has tried to expose the condition of woman who is mercilessly treated by the males, even they are treated more harshly than the animal. He wants to show that a woman as a wife in the family is treated not less than a slave. Nobody is sympathetic to her. Everybody wants her to work till the last bit of strength in her body, and for this she is not given honor. Instead of it, she is maltreated by the males of the family. And now the next point is like father, like son, means Gisu and Madhav. The writers has presented a realistic picture of father son due in the story Shroud. Both of them are great shirkers and do not like to work at all, support themselves and Madhav's wife Budhya. There is no dearth of work in the village. It is not difficult for a hard working man to earn his livelihood by doing any work, any number of chores to be done. Gisu is notorious for working for one day and then taking off for 3 days, like father, like son. Madhav is such a circuit that he worked for half an hour. He would stop and smoke his pipe for an hour. So both of them seldom find work. If they have been even a handful of grain in the house, they will not work at all. After a couple of days, starvation Gishu will break off some twigs from firewood and his son will sell these in the market. As long as they have some money, they begin to enjoy it. They have only a few clay pots in their hut and a few tattered rags to cover their nakedness. They are under debt. People abuse and beat them, but they do not care. If anybody lends money to them, he does not hope to get back his money. They steal some potatoes or peas from someone's field and eat them after roasting, or they pluck half a dozen sugar cans to suck at night. This is how Gisu has led this happy go lucky life for 60 years. Magdhav is a dutiful son in this respect. He is following in his father's footsteps. Even he tries to give an extra signs to his father's name. Since Buddha has worked to support these shameless riches, they have become lazy